Nicole's dad set the standard for what a great guy is. And she has this memory of the summertime back when she was a kid, and her dad was holding her mom's hand. And her dad leaned over and looked her mom in the eyes and said, "Have I told you that I love you today?" And her mom said, "Well, no, you haven't." He said, "Well, just wait until the end of the day, I will." And he was apparently stealing a movie quote. And the thing was, he did that stuff all the time. And Nicole looked at that and she just decided in that moment, on that summer day on the patio, that that was how she wanted to be treated. That was the type of relationship she wanted. Fast forward, Nicole was with her now husband and they were sitting down and he looked over to her and he said, "Have I told you that I love you yet today?" And she had tears in her eyes and she looked at him and he was really confused. She had to explain to him the story because she had never told him that story before. And it was in that moment that Nicole knew that she was with the right guy that she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. And that story was so powerful for me because I know how much you deserve that kind of love and how challenging it is to actually meet real commitment-minded men. So in this video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to break down not just the specific geographic locations. I actually want to look at where are these kind of hidden pockets of quality men and how do you identify and find them so you can have that same kind of relationship. So there's 3 secret spots that I want to talk to you about. If you don't know me, I'm Jason Silver. I'm the dating coach for ambitious women. On this channel, Attract Great Guys, I focus on modern day dating for the ambitious woman. So if that's you, please subscribe and check out all my videos. They're really, really helpful. Now let's jump right into today because I think you're gonna love this. The first place to find really great guys is what I call a place called Epic. Okay, these are extremely polarized insular communities. Now, when I say extremely polarized, I mean that these people are not just enthusiasts about a certain hobby or activity or certain lifestyle. They are absolutely passionate about it. They are committed to this lifestyle. And they're insular, meaning it actually pays off for them to live together, to have a similar lifestyle, and to kind of build these families and these communities together. Now, it could be lovers of a geographic city or small part of that city, but typically you'll find different communities around hobbies, activities, things like health activities, things like the arts. Some examples, this is a specific one, like the San Diego spiritual dance community. San Diego is such a hotbed of spiritual people, and there's probably a dance community in there somewhere, and a group of people who live and die by dancing spiritually. I'm kind of making this up, but someone out there in San Diego is gonna be like, "Hey, that's us." I just know that if you are passionate about something or find someone who is so passionate about something that you want to support that lifestyle, it really pays off for men to find a woman or a partner in those types of communities, because typically communities like that reward dual partnerships. These communities, couples come together and they can form better experiences than just one person alone. When you have a partner, it's like 2 people combine forces. Could you do it with just a friend? Potentially, but there's a difference when there's people that are actually bonding and forming marriages and committing their partnership and their lifestyle to these communities. This could be yoga, this could be cycling, and this doesn't need to be the only thing that you do. These aren't total fanatics where this is their entire life. These are just people that love it so much, they live it so much, that it makes sense to surround themselves with other people that also do that. You know, when you're younger, it might be more active. As you get older, it may be around getting a wine certification, right? Like you're younger, it's med school. When you're a bit older, maybe you're training to become a master sommelier, or you're really into tennis, or golf, or map making, or antiques. The key here is to make sure that you are aligned with the lifestyle that will support an epic person living in an epic community. And if there's nothing that you think of that you're super into or that you want to live a lifestyle around, don't worry. There's plenty of different places to go. The second place that I can talk to you about, it's what I call a personal value community. Personal value community is a little bit different because these aren't extreme enthusiasts around an activity. This is about a certain value. This is more about a philosophy or an approach to life. And I'll give you some examples. It could be a religious community. Now, this one is very near and dear to my heart because this is my community, okay? I mean, you throw a stone and I'm at my mom's first cousin's house, literally 2-minute walk, 2 blocks. Right across the street is another cousin, another first cousin of my mom. I mean, they're literally right across the street from each other. You go 2 more blocks and there's my in-laws. You go a couple miles that way, there's my sister. You go a couple miles that way, there's my mother. You're just surrounded by family here, by friends here. On Friday nights, I walk down the block and I'll hang out with some friends and have a drink and play some board games. We have community dinners with family and friends. On the weekend, we all get together. We have our kids play together. I mean, this is more of a family community. There's all sorts of personal value communities. It's around religion. You can even find it at like a Rotary Club or a Knights of Columbus. These are places we have here in Chicago, but maybe there's other ones in your country. It can be around a non-denominational spiritual center. Basically places where people have moral beliefs that are guiding them on their actions and want to be with a partner who strongly and passionately wants to live according to those ideals. These are great places to find someone who's going to be aligned with you. And being partnered in these personal value communities, it's almost required for men. And it gives men so much value because they're looking at you as someone who can help make them a more integrated part of the community, someone who is having healthy relationships and showing how to do that to the children, right? Displaying great relationships for the youth. These are people who are giving back to the community. They're hosting dinners. They're bringing people food when they are in a hardship. They're just generally great, loving, helpful people. So personal value communities doesn't need to be spiritual or religious, but it needs to be around an internal belief that is going to drive you into your lifestyle. All right, now the third and final one. If you're a passionate woman, if you're ready to really be a little bit riskier, but have a bigger payoff in the end, look for men on a mission. Men on a mission are ambitious. They're mission focused. I would consider myself a man on a mission. And the reason why it's exciting and scary is because men on a mission don't necessarily follow the beaten path. They're not following the safe and secure route. Steve Irwin, crocodile hunter, that is a man on a mission for conservation. Elon Musk, probably the most extreme version of a man on a mission. You can see that when you get men on a mission, there's pros and cons, right? It's riskier because they might be so mission focused that they might not have as much to give. But if you also share a similar mission, for example, if you have a not-for-profit or a cause that you're very passionate about, the more that you can get involved in those types of organizations and find men who are also driven by the same mission and have that strong desire to get there, oftentimes those men want to find a partner who can help create a lifestyle and a support system so they can focus more on the mission. The key with these men is to make sure that a part of their mission is having a family. Even if it's just a wife, doesn't need to be kids, but having that familial connection needs to be important. Typically, these guys have networks. So the best way is to tap into these networks through cause or business events, a particular charity or not-for-profit around a mission, a social mission, or just going to different business networking events and finding men who have a company that is mission-focused. You can find that whether they've had that through their parents or through life experiences that have really given that to them. But men on a mission, another great way to find a man who doesn't want to mess around or waste time with senseless dating and really wants a true committed relationship. If you also have that same shared vision, it makes it so much easier for that initial connection. Listen, I know it can be hard. I hear about this all day firsthand. But you have to trust me here. There are great guys out there. I spend time with these guys. I see these guys. I've seen the men in these communities. If you know how to find them, if you know how to spot them, and if you understand how to not just be the right match for someone, because listen, you might be a great match for someone, but if you're not communicating that you're a great match to him, it's not going to connect. It's impossible for us to assume that other people completely get us, especially the opposite sex. That is really difficult. And that's why I created this free presentation about a little known way to really meet and attract these quality men that I learned when I was the CEO of the world's largest school for professional matchmakers and coaches in the world. Now, these guys are really great catches, okay? And if you want to find them and then attract them, you have to have a different approach than just every other interaction that they have with women. So that's why I wanted to reveal some of these wildly effective strategies to not just meeting these men, but really getting them to desire you. And that's why I want to offer it to you. All you have to do is just click the link below. Listen, this is totally different than anything people are offering, okay? The professional matchmaking companies that use some of these tactics aren't revealing this, and I'm probably gonna get some flack from sharing it. And I'm even offering a limited time discount for anyone who wants the advanced version of the program. So just be sure to click the link below this video right now and check out the program. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Be excellent to each other.